Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Bluetooth disconnected.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Bluetooth connected.
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Okay, Hare Krishna. Still trying to get it together here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Okay, so let me know if the stream is okay because it's kind of iffy today. Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Woo! Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. Morning, Shamakori. Welcome,
Good morning.
my dear friend. All right. Hare Krishna, my faithful friend. Hare Krishna.
Hare
She
Krishna.
believes. She believes in my craziness, my madness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare, oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, my Lord. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ooh, what an excursion. Ah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good Lord. Oh my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ramananda Roy, Sri Jagannath Vallabha, Act 1. May Krishna's splendid dancing. May Krishna's splendid dancing. May Krishna's splendid dancing. May Krishna's splendid dancing, which is accomplished by the melodies of the lute, flute, and drum, and the tinkling of the gopis, kartals, and ankle bells, which reveals his charming smile, in the graceful threefold movements of his transcendental form, bring bliss to the three worlds. This is not a smile. This is not a smile, but moonlight. This is not a smile, but moonlight. These are not eyes. These are not eyes, but lotus flowers. These are not tears. These are not ears, but Kamade's bowstring. These are not ears, but Kamade's bowstring. These are not ears, but Kamade's bowstring. Stretched for the conquest of the world. Stretched for the conquest of the world. May the blissful gopis bewilderment. 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 Born from their gazing at Krishna's face. Born at gazing at Krishna's face. Born at gazing at Krishna's face. Bring to you 100 benedictions. Bring to you 100 benedictions. Making great tidal waves in the ocean of the doe-eyed gopis' amorous desires. Making great tidal waves in the amorous gopis. In the doe-eyed gopis' amorous desires. Delighting the lotus flowers of the yogis' hearts. Delighting the lotus flowers of the yogis' hearts. And tormenting the chakravarti birds of the demons. Don't they just hate this? It is so funny. It's so true. Oh, when they see ecstasy. Oh, we hate this. Oh, we hate this ecstasy. The demons. But in other words, they love it. Hate, love, same thing. See, the people in the world, we've got hate and love in the world, hate and love. But this is, oh yeah, you start to hate Krishna. Oh, this is great. You're hating the right person. You're hating the devotees who are absorbed in Krishna. Oh, this is just the right person to hate or love. See? Because resurrection happens. See, it resurrects. See, resurrects. See, that's why that's in the verse. It's part of it's important. That's why we have to show this. And whoever hates it, usually religion, they got all this hate. They don't know Krishna. This is how they begin. It's a little kaya in there has to come out. You get a little kaya out there. Great verse. I like it. It's very well experienced. I'm sure a lot of people were throwing up on him also. Even what's his name? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who became converted. He used to laugh at Ramananda Roy. Look at this guy. He's crying and laughing and he's reading this. What is he doing? He's so stupid, man. Then he got converted. See, he had to come out. Ramananda's just going along, just relishing, transcendental happiness. Well, And then he became converted. He was against first, laughing at the Vaishnavas. Or criticize, get angry. Oh, how dare you? What is this? Tears, man. What is this all about? This is so deep. This, it's unbelievable that this is here. It's unbelievable. I started to think about, what am I doing? These poor people, I'm here, they can't, it's just, this is such a, it's like, what the hell is he doing? Oh, what is this? This is, are you from another planet?
with us? What are you doing with us?
It's amazing, you guys. I mean, this is a miracle. It just floored me. Like, oh my God, what am I doing? These poor people, they don't know anything. I just sit here doing it, bringing them to some plane. They don't even, and they're in a lot, and it's so amazing because you're liking it. It's like, yeah, let's go there, man. Let's surrender to Krishna, man. Let's be the ray of that sun that nobody knows. Who cares? They'll all care, eventually. This is what we're looking for. People are looking for the light in this darkness. This is the light, is to be a ray of that sun of surrender, and the Lord, is appearing. It's all about the appearance of the Lord, so we have some light in this world. Well, there's no light. There we go. There she is. Another girlfriend. I got a lot of girlfriends now. You little demons, it'll give you something else to criticize. Yeah, I got a lot of girlfriends. I admit it. I like girlfriends. Yeah. Hey, man, the more the merrier. Yeah, give me some more. I want more girls. I want a harem here. I want a harem of all these beautiful girls. These gorgeous girls. They're better than thousands of times better than these ugly playa. Oh, now this is beauty. Oh, give me lots of them. I want a big harem, man. Millions, man. Millions of girlfriends. Even if they have male bodies, we'll do the homo thing with them too. If they got a male body in there, we'll just consider them girls. We'll transdress them. We'll just call him trans. Let's get a skirt on Johan. He's time for him to get a skirt. Yeah, he looks like a girl anyway. I always think he's always like a girl doing girly things. You might as well put a friggin' skirt on, man.
I already had the same thought before.
You guys are more girly than you guys.
He's so girly. He's so
feminine. The guy put a friggin' skirt.
Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord!
God give him a male body, man. The guy is more of a girl than anyone I've ever seen. You like girly things?
Tell me.
Yeah. Okay, where were we? The peacock feathers in his hair move. I think I'm out of this mood now. Okay. Let's see. Prabodhana, let's continue where Lalita left off this morning. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's smack Mile around a little bit, man. I feel empowered. I feel the power. Feel the power. Okay, Saraswati chant. Auspicious introductions consisting of benedictions, chapter 3 of Prabodhananda Saraswati Chakor, Nectar Moon of Lord Chaitanya. May Lord Chaitanya, whose shoulders are like a lion's, whose smiling cheeks are the sweetest of all sweet things, whose body displays various wonderful symptoms of ecstatic love. Okay? That's what we got to be looking for now. Hey, man, where are the bodies displaying the various symptoms of ecstatic love. There you go. You found the head of the line. I got to say heads of the line now because you guys are getting pretty freaking ecstatic. Many of you. We found the head of the snake of Vrindavan. Even the snake. See, the Lord has to have a snake's head in this world, to swallow up the Maya. Right? See? Remember, they need the medicine to swallow up that. See, that's the medicine. That's the healing. The curling up that rod and then swallowing the snake, swallowing the other snake. That is so esoteric, man. That is the healing. That's the real doctor. We need doctors like, oh, God, I didn't know I was a doctor like that. Another hat. Where's my coat, my white coat and stethoscope? We got to do some healings here. We got to swallow up Maya. Hey, that's what it's about, man. So people should be asking, where are these ecstatic symptoms, man? What is he describing these for? He's saying, here's the path, here's the path, here's the path. People think, oh no, that's in the book, that was before. And we'll just go, oh yeah, Lord Caitanya did this and Lord Caitanya did that. Where is he doing it now? Just think, what if Lord Caitanya didn't do that we read in the book? Then would we have this? All we have now is the book of the description, but we have to see where is that same mercy that was in his body. See, where are those transformations? See, where is that? See, because that's where the Lord is. That's where you're going to go find the Lord. You got to go see whose temple he's in. See, it's kind of like, Nityananda? He says something really esoteric. He goes to, he's in Navadvip, and he just meets Lord Caitanya. And Lord Caitanya said, where have you been? Oh, I was in Vrindavan, and I was looking for you. And I was looking at all the temples, but they were all covered. They all had covers over them. And then I asked people, where's the Lord? He's supposed to be in Vrindavan. Where is he? Oh, that Lord, the Lord of Vrindavan. Oh, he went to Navadvip. He's in Navadvip. Go over there. And so the Lord went to Nityananda. And then Nityananda goes, oh, there's my Lord. He's just taken this new form. This is the Lord I've been looking for. See, living in the form of the body. Otherwise, the Vrindavan is covered. See, the deity is covered still. That's why he's... Say something to me, deity. I'd like to, but I can't. I'm purifying you in a little slower time. That's what the Lord says. See, saints of your caliber, what are those? The ones who are really communing with God, looking like really weird, really strange. You never see anyone like that because it's very rare. One out of millions, maybe millions of devotees like that nowadays. Okay. Purify all, you saints purify just by being seen, because the Lord is manifesting his full glory. It's not inside, just like he's in the sewer. Why don't people get delivered quick in this world? The Lord is inside, and he's not. Amen. God is. Like people say, Gohari, God is in me like you. So what is the big deal? Oh yeah. God is in you, but what's he look like? What is it? How does he feel? Well, he's just in me, He's, So they're just, God is in everybody, but it's like in Vrindavan. God is in the deities. God is in Vrindavan. But how much of that Lord do you see and realize? That's why the Lord has to come here, either in he came as a devotee. Matter of fact, all of them came. Even Nityananda, who's God himself, came as a devotee, didn't he? Lord Chaitanya is my, Even the Lord came as a devotee. Dwaita came as a devotee to teach us. Otherwise, we need a role model. They all had the Lord inside, and they were as devotees teaching. So, all of a sudden, 550 years later, we don't need the same kind of thing, the same kind of expressions of Vrindavan, ecstatic devotion. We don't need that anymore. Of course, we need to see what this is, and see where it is. Who's going to tell you where the treasure is? Only the Lord himself. That's why the Lord speaks through the by mediums of where he's really working. Otherwise, who can know? You can't find him. You don't know where he is. He's right. Isn't it funny? The book is like shouting it, but nobody can see it until you hear it. And then all of a sudden you read it. Yeah! Wow! I asked Johan, 25 years, and God, and then all of a sudden he hears it. Wow! I get it. Somebody pointed it out where the Lord is hiding. So funny, he's hiding in plain sight, kind of like the Illuminati say. You're doing everything in plain sight. Well, the Lord is doing that on the spiritual level too. Everything in plain sight. It's all in the book, and all you have to do is hear it. See, and then you hear it, then it wakes up your remembrance. That's what Jesus said. You're gonna, the Spirit is gonna come. Is gonna wake up your remembrance of what you heard from me that you didn't quite understand. So it's a little bit of a reverse thing here. Here, you hear, and the Spirit comes. See, I don't have to go leave the planet for you guys to get this. You see, I'm telling you, the Lord wants, hey man, show that life comes from life and not necessarily death. That Gohar has to die for people to get the Spirit. No, show, you get the Spirit. I'm here. That happened 550 years ago. People got the Spirit. The Lord was here. The devotees were. They didn't have to die. Even the whipping was just a playful pastime, actually. Haridas never felt it. Even the Lord said he was getting whipped, and his eyes were just twinkling. He's smiling, and they go, why aren't you miserable? I don't know. Yeah. The Lord said, yeah, because I took him on my back. I took him for you. I don't know why people wouldn't want a Lord like that, man. That's why I preach it. The Lord is a fantastic man. This is every day deeper understand. I love this, man. I love to get to know you, Krishna, Radha, devotees. Wow, man, this is never. Wouldn't you, Shamagori? This, I'm telling you, this is what you've been looking for. You want this relationship with somebody you can get to know intimately that will never leave for very long. Always comes back. Forever. Then you'll let this other stuff with stool, with the pus filled with these bodies filled with pus and, everything Prabhupada said. You think, what was I interested in that for when I got this ever deepening relationship with Krishna? Never leaves. He seems to leave, but he never really does. But he always comes back, whenever you just call him. It's part of the Ras. It's so sweet, man. Lord, where are you? Here I am. Oh, the meeting. Yeah, I love it, man. I just love to meet you. And after a while, you get so intense with it. Okay, you push them away, just like after you have sex and with the partner. Okay, we had the climax. Okay, go. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Well, when it's related to Krishna, there's no fault in it. It's pure, because it's just a reflection of the truth, Yeah. Sometimes you want to cling on, like this, and the Lord says, like that. As above, so below. We want to go back above and then make that above below. See, that's the thing. See, there's as above, which is the spiritual potency, and the reflection below is the reflection. But we got to make as above, the spiritual, so below here in the world. And then people have light. Otherwise, there's no light in the world. The devotees have to be here communing with God and show and demonstrate this, what it is, how beautiful it is, how magnificent it is to have this relationship. Otherwise, people don't know. They don't know this is available. It's not available. That's why the Lord had to come and show, hey, man, this is available now. You see, the role model is there. Our spiritual father and mother are here. We're there, with Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. See, then they could teach by example. They got the mercy. See, you got to get the mercy. That's why and people don't understand this. You got to get the mercy to be able to commune like this. You come in the real line. You're taught the real way. See, that's why these books are here. Very important. Otherwise, devotees think all I have to do is chant Hare Krishna and worship a guru who's not there. See? But you don't get this. You don't get into the real Vrindavan. Maybe you can get liberation or something from chanting, but pure devotional service, the Lord will hide from you until you come in the way that it is. It's right there in the book. You see, now you understand, and the world will understand if they listen here, they'll see this is reasonable, because then you look in the book and that's it. Oh yeah, there it is. You get a bona fide guru who have these transformations in the body. Means the Lord is there and teaching now spontaneous devotional service. Otherwise, how can you teach it? How can you be an authority on Raganuga Bhakti? The Lord has to do it, and by showing the devotee, this is how it's done and all that, and the devotee explains, because the Lord is, their instructor. But who has the Lord as their instructor? You got to have the kind of mercy Bimal Mangal Thakur to say, the Supreme Personality of Godhead with a peacock feather is my instructing guru. Who can say that? I mean, I'm amazed I can say that, because he is. Shows me all the time, every day. Our whole preaching is based on that. Everything the Lord shows me, I show you. See, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, this is transcendental mellows, automatically transformations will manifest in your body when you got the real God in you, the transcendental Lord. See? They have the right understanding and real knowledge. See, so that's guru. You go there and you listen to those devotees, and then you become elevated like that by coming into that association. Otherwise, can you imagine what their teaching in Vaishnava is so hard? Oh yeah, you got to elevate yourself to that kind of platform of Bimal Mangal Thakur, where the Lord is your instructor. That's why he appointed, even when the Lord was here, he said, he even appointed Raghunath Das an instructor. He says, hey, Swarab Damanar is your instructor. Oh yeah, this devotee is your instructor. He wanted to show the path, and then the Lord would teach Swarab Damodar from within, and then Swarab Damodar would teach Raghunath Das. And then look at Raghunath, look at the result, look at Lalita, look at Johan, look at the result, look at Shamaguri, what's going on with her. Look at her faith growing. It's all about. When you have strong faith, what do you get? Strong realization. The Lord begins to trust you. You're not just a trustee in a prison. More trust. This person has got it. She has faith. It means a lot it means everything, actually. Yeah, that's why you see this faith, just from faith, not by any qualification externally. Amy, she has faith. The Lord gives her realization, revelation. That's what it's all about. The person I can see who's getting, by their faith, then I could say, just automatically, you could see their faith is there, and then the realizations are there, what's really going on here. It's amazing, isn't it? Wow, what a path, man. What a path, man. We're going to make it so interesting to the world, even though they think, what the heck we're doing it. Well, it's a great show, man. Get the popcorn out. Let's check it out, man. Man, there's energy there. I may not understand what's going on there in that group, but, it's fascinating. This is the best movie you ever seen. I think Johan has a friend saying, probably saying the same thing. He says some person's coming, a neighbor, really likes what you do. They probably don't know. She doesn't understand, or he, or whatever he is. But understand. But wow, what a show! Let's get the popcorn out, man. Forget these Hollywood blockbusters. This blocks the bust, or bust the block. Wild stuff today, man. You see it. Prabodhananda Saraswati's glorification is wild. I like it. It's the best. I like the way he's glorifying the Lord. Wild, man. The Vrindavan is a wild place, man. Freedom, man. That's why I say you want to be sovereign. You got to be free and sovereign in Krishna, not just God. That's some sovereignty. You get sovereignty in Christ and all that. But man, you want freedom, you got to go to the highest, freest Dham. Vrindavan, man, and be in Krishna, in Radha, man, you're going to see free. That's why they lock it up over there usually. They don't want anybody to see such freedom. They get really jealous. But it's time to show Vrindavan all its freedom and free expression, free speech. You see, free speech. Look what I say. People would try, their jaws would drop down when Gohar is just loose lips, man. Talking about harems and girlfriends and all of this stuff, man. But it's all very true, I want a harem. We want all girls. We want gopis here, right? Not, but if you've got a little dirty mind, you'll think the opposite, because that's in your mind. My mind is gopis, man. Vrindavan, more, freedom for more people. Bring more friends. I mean, it's all about gopis is just offering flowers to Krishna. You're all flowers, man. Let's get the flowers out and throw them all on Krishna's shore over there. Let them all bloom, because Krishna is the bloom. That's how they bloom. Otherwise, they're, wilted here. Let's get some wilted flowers and throw them at the feet of Krishna, and they'll bloom.
Gurudev?
Yes?
May I say something?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Yesterday you posted something about communism. Communismus. You remember?
Communism?
Yeah, a post.
Okay. I posted something. Yeah, I forgot.
You posted something, and then people reacted on that.
Oh.
And there was one devotee, I cannot remember his name now, calling you a Sahaja, but saying at least you are not a communist. You remember that guy?
At least I wasn't a communist. Yes,
you remember that guy?
I don't remember the guy, and I think that might have been a post I put some days ago.
No. I saw it yesterday. Yesterday.
Well, sometimes it could be from a past thing. I think I remember that from past. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Yeah, whenever it's
the point is, he's on my friends list.
Oh, yeah, good. At least I'm not.
And I called him. Yeah. I gave him. Oh,
you did.
Yes, I did. I stood up for you.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah. He was surprised job. She's just a woman. She's not supposed to be able to confront me.
Yeah. I will not hold back anymore. If I see something like that, hear something like that,
Yeah, that's Krishna in you, giving you power. You're overcoming weakness of heart, and that's you acting like devotees. That's what Gadadhar, he would, as Radha as a Virata emanation that he was, he would, if anybody went against Nityananda, who was an ecstatic devotee, he would be, he chastised them or not even look at their face. Because, you got to, here, you should try to say something and help them. Help people. It's good. It gives an interaction. It's like gives a contact, and it gets their attention. So if you, this is the thing. Was this real secret. That's how Mini Kaitam Ramdas got Vrindavan, just by Krishnadas Kaviraj. He got the benediction by standing up for Mini Kaitam Ramdas. Even in the midst of a Brahmin. And this Brahmin, he says, "Hey, man, why aren't you giving respect to Nityananda, this is a devotee of Nityananda, and Nityananda is in his body." See, Minikaitam also had all these divine symptoms. See, it's like people don't know that's to say Sahaja loosely is like, you got to have some intelligence. Why, if you say a person's a real devotee is a sahaja, because you got to define it. Otherwise, that's the danger. Danger anyway. You could say it's dangerous. You can say that about Mini Kaitam Ramdas, and he was an ecstatic. Oh, he's just a sahaja.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give some thought to this. Like, oh yeah, is he a sahaja? Why? Because he has ecstasy? Well, Lord Chaitanya had ecstasy. Is he a sahaja too because he has ecstasy? Devotees, they don't understand. You got to really, you should think about these things a little bit and say, like, put two and two together. Well, Lord Chaitanya was not a sahaja. Nityananda was not. The Mini Kaitam Ramdas, so many followers who had ecstasy in their body were not sahajas. So therefore, how do I know somebody coming before me doesn't have the mercy of God in the body? That's why, like Lalita said, well, I think my guru is the only one on the planet teaching this, but we're open. I mean, show us somebody that has the symptoms of the ecstatic potency. Like here, I'm reading the book. You see these symptoms were in there. Okay, where's that now? Because if it's here now and in expression, not like only with Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Bhaktivinoda, but in expression and teaching and showing. See, then it's available. That's why Vaidhi was only available with all three of those, because they didn't put it in full expression yet. It's not their fault. It was just it was right. It was Krishna. They're preaching according to the time, place, and circumstance. But now, you see how Prabhupada in 1996 gave, hey, my full approval, what you're doing. He wants this now. Oh, yeah, it's time. He got my books, got the Goswami books. You got the ecstasy. I mean, it's not like he just gave me the ecstasy. I had it from the very beginning. And I was just building it. Just like Krishna, he went to Vrindavan and powered up over there for like 10 years. Of ecstatic relations. And then he came to Mathura with a abode of Vaidhi Bhaktis like we're doing. You see, powered up for years. And then Prabhupada comes, okay, man, you powered up enough in the closet, bring out and look at you guys. You guys are coming. You're in the kingdom of God. You're feeling it here. As above, so below for you. See, the kingdom of God is not really above. It's right here for you. Amazing stuff.
But he is not from ISKCON, no? This guy, this devotee.
Oh,
he's not from ISKCON. They
What's
have
his name?
their own. They have their own community, an Aryan community. Aryan community. I can send it to you, Gurudev, because he sent it to me.
Yeah, send it to me. Yeah, of course. Yeah, send it to me. Yeah.
He thought he convinced me. So he had to send this to me.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When you're hooked on a stronger thing, why would you go for a weaker thing? This is strong, especially when you stay. That's why I try to have people stay long enough to get some strength, because everybody's weakened by Maya. Just pulling.
Yeah, of course, I know.
So you stay longer, you get the strength, you get the strength of the devotees, you get purified. See, and then weakness of heart goes, and your heart gets very strong. With people, that's why Maya's weak. Her heart, that's why you see that even the demons, they're weak, they're actually weak. That's why they got to trick people. They got to lie to them and deceive them because they are weak.
Yes.
Really, their weakness. And but see, you can't just get out. See, everybody's weakened, so you have to get the strength of the spirit. See, so anyway, that's why it's by association you're delivered out of this.
I know.
Mm-hmm. CHD gets all the girls. He's the man. See, yeah, Amy's one of the girls too. It's great, huh? Amy, you're one of us. You're one of the girls. It's not only me. We're all friends, girlfriends. See, girlfriends are girlfriends. Equal. We're equal.
Friends. We are all friends.
Yeah, all friends.
You remember?
Yeah.
I wrote to you. You got all the Wonder Woman in the Sangha.
Yeah, a lot of Wonder Women here now. Everybody's
you got all the Wonder Women in the Sangha.
Look at this Shamagori. She wonder about her, man. She was different before, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I cannot even express how this happened suddenly. So it's all mercy. So
it's the mercy.
I'm just happy. I'm getting it. I'm happy. I'm getting it. That's all to it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. You're getting it, man. That's what it's about. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. A little bit more here. Okay. When he saw, whose features are splendid like the whirl of a blossoming. Okay. Okay. Chapter 4. Glorification of Lord Chaitanya's devotees. The splendid path of pure devotional service, which bewildered the great sages of the past, in which material intelligence has no power to enter. See, these are the qualities. These are the qualities of pure devotional service that material intelligence has no power to enter. See, this is the thing. People, if they want to get this, you have to associate with devotees because this is on a whole nother platform of consciousness. The a new level of awareness. And it's only by the grace of the first by the grace of Krishna, you get the association of devotees who are on this platform of the spirit. Their spirit is awakened. Okay? And then by the grace of the devotees, you get awakened so that you get Krishna. You can commune with Krishna also. Okay? So material intelligence, and that's why you see all these persons in religion, even like the gurus or their followers studying the books and studying the Vedas, study. That's not enough. It's still material intelligence. You just study the Vedas. You got your Brahmin thread, and you're qualified to study the Vedas because you took the external initiation, the banana and the fire and everything. You need the internal initiation. Okay? That's this. This is internal initiation. This is what the books of the postgraduates. See, Prabhupada said the perfect words. That Chaitanya Charitamrita is postgraduate. And what is the postgraduate teaching? Right in there, Bhakti Lata Bij. Without Bhakti Lata Bij implanted in your heart, you cannot understand this platform of consciousness. So you will not, you can study your way. You can become an Acharya Dev in name, and you can be a PhD with a material education. And you can speak Krishna this and Krishna that. But you won't understand what's really going on with Krishna, with his devotees, until you come into the Sangha of real devotees who are elevated to this platform and learn from them. There's no other way. That's the door Jesus is talking. The door, he was the door. And any devotee is sent by the Lord or awakened by the devotees. See, like you guys are becoming like that. If you come back again in this world, if you do, you'll be, as soon as you're in contact with devotional service, the Lord will lead you in that contact. Boom, what you had before is right before you again. That's how it was with Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod. As soon as they were in touch with devotees and devotional service, boom. There is no loss or diminution in this path. And the greatest thing you can do is awaken, not just spend like 10 or 20 lifetimes doing Vaidhi, but to awaken now in this lifetime. It's available onto the spontaneous platform of devotional service. Give up your speculations. This is what it says. Ramananda Roy in his conversation said, those who give up their speculation, even if you're Brahman realized, like some say maybe Radhanath might be, because he speaks, be a selfless servant, and a lot of these new agey type teachings. There might be some kind of level, even they have to come and meet where pure devotional service is, to be elevated. Liberated souls have to come and associate with those who are on this intimate, rare platform of spontaneous devotional love of Krishna. It's very rare what we're doing here. That's why it's a miracle so many people are coming. You think, only 7 people? What, 7 people coming and listening to the highest topics? That's great mercy. And we got more than that. More people usually come. Well, there might be even more here. This thing that counters wrong usually. Yeah, I mean, this is phenomenal what we're doing here. Prabhupada said, if I just had one person that would be a pure devotee, my whole life is successful. Bhakti Siddhanta said the same thing. And look how many pure devotees are being made here. See? By the mercy of the Prabhupada and the Parampara and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. We cannot do it without, and all of these devotees, look there, they take advantage of all their power and strength. We can. Nobody else, very few people can take advantage of their full power and strength as we can. These verses are very powerful. These verses are the great mercy of the Lord through his devotees, his flutes. Yeah. These conceptions, this understanding. It's so powerful, especially in the hands of those whose their love for God is awakened. Okay. Has no power to enter, which Shukadev Goswami was not able to understand, and which the merciful Lord Krishna never revealed to his closest friend, is the place where the dear devotees of Lord Gaur enjoy pastimes. So how are you going to get that? Come on, what's going on here? How are you going to get that by your big sadhanas? Look at, even Uddhava didn't know. What you guys know here, what Lalita knows here, and Johan knows here, and even River is knowing now. Even Uddhava didn't understand. Can you imagine the kind of power that's here in this Sangha? That's why it's hard for people to wrap their head around it. Huh? Why? Because there's a real associate of Lord Chaitanya here. See? Those who, remember the other verses, those who are the real associates, whenever they remember Lord Chaitanya, yeah, they cry, they laugh, all this stuff. The love of Radha and Krishna flood them. See? You need somebody like that, and then you're elevated to this. That's Lord Gaur's mercy through his merciful devotees, his real associates. If people understood the power and the mercy coming through this Sangha, they would just be floored. Look at Lalita reading Govinda Lilamrita in such a way. Where do you see that? Show me Radhanath. I don't say this to put them down. Just perspective. You see what I'm talking? Show me. Do you think Radhanath can read like her? Bring him book. Everybody always appeared, but can he read like that? Can he read like Johan? Or even River? Can he read like River? No. This is, you see, those verses This is the living manifestation of those verses I'm reading right now. Unbelievable. That means Lord Gore is here. His mercy is here. His devotees are here in this Sangha. No wonder they can't bring anybody forward, Shamaguri, you know? Now I know why. They can't come up to the standard. The pretty high standard, huh? That verse in this Sangha.
I believe that somehow they are afraid.
Ooh, yeah. Well, they
Yeah, I
worship.
believe that. Some
Yeah,
of
they're
them
afraid.
are just afraid to come.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, they're worshiping in awe and reverence. That's fear, a little fear in
Yeah,
there. And
yeah.
we're free, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of, they're not out of control. We need a little control, you know, little structures and, you know, to hold on to. And look, they like freewheeling, man. What are they holding on to? Well, we're holding on to something too. You know, Radha and Krishna, you know, their mercy. it's actually
Yes.
very tangible. Go ahead.
They're also afraid of losing their power because the temple president in Radhadesh in Belgium, he asked Lalita Madhava not to speak about Gora Haridas. Can't speak about Gora Haridas, so we don't go there anymore.
Oh, yeah, don't speak.
Don't speak about him. Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
Oh
speak
my
his
God.
name. That's a good sign, man. It's a good
Yeah.
sign. It means
Afraid.
Of course, they are afraid.
yeah, they might.
They
They
are
are
afraid.
afraid of their devotees running away, you know.
Of
Oh,
course.
we all go to Sri Lanka. Haridas.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be like, man, Maya's afraid to lose her little chicks. But you see, that's like Bhagavatam. See, we teach the path. If you come here, you'll learn what you can do. People don't know what they can do. They think, well, I'm not supposed to leave my Gurudev, you know, my Gurudev. You know, I also say you never leave a bhakti guru, but you got to hear these intricacies. You know, we teach about the ins and outs and how to, you know, where that applies and where it doesn't. See, so you got to see. See, you look at the case histories. See, we have the law books for the next 10,000 years. Well, you see, look, Bali Maharaj, he left his guru. Why? Why did he leave? Did he leave a bhakti guru? No, the guy was adverse to bhakti. See, he's adverse to where bhakti is. That was in Vamanadev. So that was glorious that he left, you know, when the situation is there. See?
Mhm.
So when real bhakti is here and the guru says, no, don't, or the temple president even, don't go, don't speak, or don't go over there. No. See? And you do somehow or other, you know, Krishna leads you, or you heard the preaching somewhere, you know, maybe you snuck in a video or something and you listened. See, and your heart gets, oh, wait a second, that is in line. That is Bhagavatam. Oh, this is my test. Not in every lifetime you get such a test where you can leave a guru who's adverse to bhakti. Real bhakti is over there in that Sangha, Lord Chaitanya's grace place. It's really the real deal. It's not just the words, Lord Chaitanya's grace place, but no grace. It's not just a crying school with no crying. It's not just a laughing school with no laughing. It's not a choking up school without no choking up. It's not just a guru of the Vaishgaudiya Vaishnava line without being the real guru. It's the real deal, man. Solid, substantial. You get the real food there, man. Bread of life, man. Living bread. You know, the word, man. The word that power packs a punch. It's like punch, man. Literally, you get drunk on it, man. It's spiked. This word is spiked. Punch, man. Spiked with something even better than LSD, man. It's the Bhakti Devi punch. Very intoxicating. Very illuminating. Very luscious, man. Fruit punch. Lots of fruits. Flowers and fruits. You got to drink this punch. Come here, drink the punch. We spiked it with Bhakti Devi. That's the secret, man. We spike it. Otherwise, what kind of punch are you drinking nowadays? Has it got any flavor? No. We got to put lots of sugar in it to make it like, you know, taste sweet. We just put bhakti in our punch, man. Then you just get intoxicated, and then you start punching out Maya, man. Just boom, boom, man. Illusion. Boom. Bring some illusion over here. Let's punch it, man. Because we drank the punch, man. We got the Kool-Aid. See, we're cool. We got Mr. Cool, Krishna. Come to the aid of the people in the world. See, you need Kool-Aid, man. Yeah, they got the Red Cross out there, and we're the Kool-Aids. We come to give you Mr. Cool, Krishna Vrindavan, Mr. and Mrs. Cool. Devotee said here, I'm the only dog you have given prema to. That's it. A devotee said about here, I'm the only dog you have given prema to. See, Sim says, okay, so many people don't really speak out what is on their hearts, especially in this time with Corona. Someone could lose their job. Yeah. Let's see here. Bhakti Tamar. Amy Rose, you dosed us on Bhakti. This isn't a microdose. It's a full shebang. I like that. No microdosing here. Okay. Yeah, so that's how glorious it is here. See, which Sukadev Goswami was not able to understand. Even that. You see, because, Lord Chaitanya didn't appear then. See, it's all about the appearance. If there's an avatar that appears, that's why you see Christ appeared, right? And people take advantage of that. They take advantage of the appearance. I also did. In 1973, when I had this not vision, I was in it, man, in the kingdom of God, literally. I know how that shows up, everything. What Jesus came to give people an experience of was shown. I was in it. It was, the Lord is everywhere. And, I understood why he used the term the Father. Yeah, it's just, we're all like these little points of light, related, and that is a Father. Father is, the all encompassing, everywhere present. Yeah, it was like, yeah. See, so each avatar, they give you that benediction that they're here to give. And so the Lord gave me that. See, being Jesus. And so then Lord Chaitanya appeared. I didn't know, but Prabhupada knew. I made the connection some years later, and then boom, this world opened up. See, it's the avatar. So everybody can take advantage of the avatar, but you can't get the kind of ras that Lord Chaitanya gives from a follower of Lord Ramachandra. They also have love for God, love for Ram, if they're a real follower, and not just a pious one, but a transcendentally situated person like Murari Gupta or somebody. Okay? But you can't have this unless you connect with Lord Chaitanya through his real associates that are dedicated to him and Radha and Krishna. Just how it works. Murari Gupta couldn't have gotten that relationship with Radha and Krishna, which he got, and Lord Chaitanya talked about it, unless he connected with Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya said that. He even said, okay, you're an eternal follower of Lord Ram, but you love me. Therefore, you have a relationship with Radha and Krishna. You can go into whatever ras you want. See, they're the door. See, that's why the devotees, you see, this chapter is all about the dear devotees. If you find a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, are you lucky? And if you're attracted, especially. Because that you get to the door to Lord Chaitanya, which is the door to Radha and Krishna. I've seen it, man. I've been in Vrindavan, and I've seen devotees of Radha and Krishna, but they weren't really devotees of Lord Chaitanya. They didn't have the ras that was given to me. They didn't have the intensity and the ecstasy and the laughing, the crying, choking up, because of this so much intimacy with the Lord and showing how intimate it is, and all these moods that Vrindavan read. They didn't manifest, and they were living in Vrindavan, and they were Vrjabasis, but they didn't manifest these deep moods, because it's just like he says, unless you contact this avatar and are a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, and a real devotee. And that's proven when the Lord, you want to be a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, well, he'll send you an associate, and let's see if you're a real devotee of Lord Chaitanya. Because if you are, you'll be naturally a real devotee of that devotee, because that's Lord Chaitanya coming to you as a devotee. I'm telling you, man, that's the way, that's the truth. I'm not holding back now. The Lord showed me these things personally. I was in Goa, man. I was in Goa, and I was chanting, and the Lord, and all of a sudden I thought, who the hell am I? And don't misunderstand, because I don't mean it. And I knew who I was, and then it, because that's how it is. The Lord comes through the medium. That's called surrender, man. And it's from your heart. You got to get purified to do that. That's why we're chanting for a long time, and associating and making progress to more and more surrender. And then you see, I just, like, even this morning, I was like, oh yeah, I see how. Yeah, Lord shows you, the ray and the light, the sun and the ray, the sun and the ray. That's how it is. What's the difference between the sun and the ray? There's no difference, but there is. See, there's no difference, but there is, because we're built that way. Simultaneous oneness and difference. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. These realizations, not even Shukadev had them, not that deep. That's what this is talking about. Given as a gift here. Given as a friggin' gift. And the devotees are running away. We'll catch them, don't worry. If he caught him before, he'll catch him again.
He did it with me?
Yeah, look at that.
He did it with me?
Yeah. Look, you're all witnesses, man. Isn't it great to be caught?
Yes, I love it.
You've been married by the Rakshasa rite. The Lord just came and grabbed you and took you away from Maya. Rakshasa rite. He won't let you go now. You don't want to let go. You say, hey man, thank you. Yeah. That's what Rukmini, we read the story. Rukmini said, hey, come and snatch me, man, away from this, out of it. I can't get out on my own. I need your help, man. So the Lord comes through his devotees, snatches people away from Maya. Yeah. Because she doesn't like to always let go willingly, She tests you.
Sorry, but I have to leave now.
That's right. Go for it. Okay. Thank you for coming. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So talk of impersonal liberation. I feel very much this process, surrendering gradually and letting go. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, all you do is just continue on, man. Surrendering is letting go, just natural. No, you don't have to force anything, because when you do, it'll backfire on you. But that's the teaching. You can't force this. Just by association, come and enjoy, relishing the association of devotees and hearing and chanting. And all will be well. Hare Krishna. Talk of impersonal liberation will not become bitter. The shackles of blind adherence to social and Vedic convention will not become loosened. See, do you see how that is? You have to have this higher association. And when you meet, this all about the devotees of Lord Gore. Just by their association, all of a sudden talks of liberation are not interesting. Muji stuff. It's not, it's kind of a mixture, stuff. No, not interesting. I like that. It's like, I like the pure, straight, not watered down, not alloyed. See, so liberation is like an alloy. It's incomplete. A lot, you see the faults in liberation thinking, just all about oneness. Not so interesting anymore. See? So until you meet a real devotee that's in Bhagavan realization and understanding, these things stay kind of a tight grip on you. Blind adherence, see, to the rules and regulations. That's why I encourage me, if you can do it, that'll loosen. They won't be on like this blind adherence. I'm just doing this because Prabhupada did it and he taught this. I just go to the program because that's what it's the program. I just follow the program. Well, why are you following? I don't know. Just because the guru gave it, I just follow the program. Well, there's a reason he gave the program. Go ahead, Lolita. No?
I want to say like peoples, they follow the program.
Yeah. He's there's a purpose for the program. The purpose of the program is here. The purpose is you come eventually purified enough where you can recognize the real devotees of the Lord. Because if you can do that, realize the intimate devotees, not the ones that are on the outside, the ones that are more distant. See, the more distant Vaishnavas on the Vaidhi platform and Vaidhi mentality. Okay? The more intimate ones, because if you associate with them, you get Krishna very easily. Okay? Otherwise, many lifetimes for you. Yeah. And social and Vedic convention will not become lucid. The Vedic convention, that's another interesting, Vedic conventions, conventionalism. This is how we do it. It's very conventional. The devotee, even Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, the real preceptor, the real empowered personality, the real teacher like this, the Sat Guru, the eternal Guru, is unconventional. We need the unconventional teacher. He even glorified that. And Bhakti Siddhanta also. Unconventional teacher. You need that. See, do you notice? We're very unconventional here. If you don't have this, you don't get Vrindavan. You cannot get this just conventionally. We have to work in very unconventional ways to get you, what do you call, deprogrammed about this, this blind way, like a horse going, they put blinders on, they just see straight. No, you got to have peripheral vision in many ways. You got to see expanded vision. You got to be like the Lord. He's, one of the qualities in nectar devotion is the Lord is a genius. And he uses that genius through his devotees to liberate people. Otherwise, you can't just do it in tradition, the way people think, and gurus even think, well, the way Prabhupada did it, that's the way we do that tradition from that point. That would, no, you see, another quality of Krishna in the real acharya. The real acharya is they work according to time, place, and circumstance. Okay? So this time, this place, and this circumstances are different than 50 years ago even. Now, look at all the gurus, look at all their followers, look at all our, opponents. They all say, well, you see, Prabhupada didn't do that. Okay? Well, the Lord is a genius, and he works that genius through his real devotees. Otherwise, how can there be any progression? How can you see the Lord actually working according to time, place, and circumstance unless you see something different? But you see, we don't lose the foundation. We give the understanding of what it's for and purpose and everything. Where are you going to learn this? That's why it's so hard for people to step up to the plate. We can't even get Acharya Dave. He knows he would be. And you cannot defeat a genius. That's not genius just studying the Vedas and getting PhDs at school, and getting the stamp of whatever they got in the ISKCON gurus, appointments. No, 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 no. The Lord has to be using you. And then we got to see that genius being manifest. Oh yeah, the Lord is, if I meet him, yeah, the genius of the Lord. Yeah, nectar devotion. Yeah, the 64 qualities of Krishna. Well, and 50 something are in the real devotee, and they develop more and more and more. Yeah, there's a genius there. Yeah, time, place, and circumstance there. Wow, the Lord must be there working in his transcendental level and potency and platform of consciousness. See, all these kinds of important qualities. Chivalry. This is the quality of the Lord, man. Where is that, man? It's not, you can be chivalrous to, like these guys, fighting these demons. They're chivalrous, but where's chivalry fighting Maya at its core? We're not fighting. I'm fighting Maya's core, fighting the demigods' illusions and the demons' illusions. Where do you see that kind of power, huh? Very rare. Like Govinda was talking about this in this. It was very good. Excellent. Yeah, it's like, this is a whole nother level of attack. Illusion. This attack actually will give great happiness to the demons and the demigods. This is what they're looking for. This will make the lions lie down with the lambs. Yeah. This is, see, all of these qualities. Yeah. And the tumultuous debate of Vedic scholars on the merits of various useless spiritual paths. See how wild this is? Wildly true. This is what you see, how people could say, why are you putting that? Even yesterday, this nice guy, that friend of mine here, he says, because I was talking about the glories of bhakti. He says, you're like everybody else, saying all your path. They all say, everybody says their path is the best. See? But this path is really the best. But I said, this path is really the best, but not everybody can follow it. Nobody can understand it. You have to come and spend at least 30 days if you really want to know, put in the time. Otherwise, you'll just think what you think, believe what you believe. I believe and I know these things because of my association with the Lord. More and more and more, he shows me all this stuff. Otherwise, you'd think, well, all paths are the same. Well, yeah, they're not. Yes and no. See, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, all paths lie upon me like pearls on a string. So everything is connected to him. It has to be. But no, all paths are not equal in the sense of their value. It's just like saying gold is the same value as iron. No, right? Different weights and measures. This path, this bhakti path, is the best of all. In the whole universes, all of them, this path in all of the multi-billions of universes with Brahmas, with billions of heads, this path being taught here is the best of them all. This is better than Vaidhi Bhakti even. See? But even Vaidhi Bhaktis, they don't understand. It's like, what are you doing? This isn't like the way we're taught by Prabhupada. It's just like people going to saying, the Pharisees, this Jesus, he's not teaching like Moses. See, time, place, and circle. Did teach a different thing, didn't he? Why? Because the real Lord is there, teaching through Jesus in all real empowered servants, if you're lucky to find one in this life, living, because you find them in the books, but you don't understand them very well. You don't understand them or God. If you do, well, you got special mercy from another life, or you got special mercy from a living devotee now. Okay? Look at this. Look at your understanding, how it's changed in just a few years. Can you imagine? Could you remember where you were before? Yeah, it's powerful. That's your witness. You're a very unconventional teacher, and this is very unconventional group of super rad people. Exactly. Man, we have raves here every day. We have a party here every day. Parties. Yeah. Boy, we're making a lot of progress in a short amount of time today. Only an hour and 39 minutes. Oh. And the tumultuous date of Vedic scholars on the various merits of useless spiritual paths. Yeah. And actually, yeah, they're at paths, but when this is here, why not preach the gold standard? Whoever will, not everybody will understand it. I tell everything is more or less useless. I'm going to just preach like Lord Chaitanya preached. And I tell you, Vaidhi Bhaktas out there in ISKCON and all of you, Gaudius Media, all of you that have not attained spontaneous devotional service, that if you continue on where you're going, you're going to die without this. And therefore, this preaching is from you. This is a message from Lord Chaitanya. You can check the message that I'm telling, the same message. It's in Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is a message from Lord Chaitanya to you Vaidhis who die on the Vaidhi mentality, who are not communing with God in ecstasy like you see the devotees here. This message is for you. Okay? All your study is useless. You're following useless path now. Okay? He told people then, oh, if you study the Vedas and follow all the rules and regulations, and you do not become attached to the transcendental Lord to the point of ecstasy, it's been futile, everything you've done. That's the preaching of God. So should I preach anything different? Should Prabodha not preach anything different? Prabhupada did. In his word, he said, his understanding was like this, but he didn't tell you. He said, oh yeah, if you can just become a vegetarian, you'll get a human life. To them, at that point was progress. But do you want to just go many lifetimes, like Narayan Raj said, before you get prema, or you want it now in this lifetime? You got to understand the facts of life. You're just doing more or less useless paths because you're going to be many, many lifetimes doing Vaidhi Bhakti. Just like the Lord is saying, and if you don't become attached and show us and show yourself you're attached to the Lord, because tears will squirt out of your eyes, man. Laughter out of your heart and choking up when you think about your Lord and chant his name. If that ecstasy is not there, you're following a useless path now. This is so useful. Why not do the thing? This works, man. This is useful. You can be elevated to the spiritual platform of consciousness and never come back here again. Unless you want to teach. I came back. I had this from the beginning. I came back. It's fun. I liked it. I think a lot of devotees say, Lord, send us. You're not coming back for 4,320,000,000 years. Send us. We want to go. I'm sure I like that. I was probably one of those. Come on, I want to come here to the material world and preach your glories. Such a great taste in it. Oh, yeah, I want to see the happiness in devotees' faces that get your mercy. Yeah. I want to stand up for you in this dark world, even now how dark it is. I want to stand up with this light and tell everybody, you Vites, you're following a useless path. If you continue down there, you're going to take more lifetimes when you can end it now. Just look how great this path is. Look at its results. Look at the witness program we got already. And we're just starting. We're just getting warmed up. We're just putting firewood in there, stoking up the fire. Amy Rose, I'm still baffled at the incredible luck to have crossed paths with you. And I got to give this girl a call. I'm going to call you soon. I want to talk to you. And stumbled onto association. What are the chances that silly old me would find the highest spiritual path? Look at that faith, man. I love faith, don't you? No wonder she gets so much mercy. See? Chances, silly old me. See, not devotees are this way. The ones, the blessed are the poor in spirit. They shall see God. You see how it works? Poor in spirit means I'm a silly old woman. I'm a silly old man. I'm a fool. And then, gold pops into your lap and you win the lottery and think, whoa, man, look at this silly old person. I won the lottery. That's amazing. And then they can't take you down. They can say, oh, you're a fault like that. You have this fault, that fault there. Well, yeah, I'm a human being, but man, got the mercy, man. God is living in me. Radha and Krishna are dancing in my heart. It's so wonderful. I love it, man. I love to watch their dancing every day. But Gohar, you're not perfect. We're gonna take you down. Take what down? I'm just a silly old man, But what's inside is not so silly. Oh, a little silly. He likes to be silly. So the Lord is act silly sometimes. It's one of his qualities, endearing qualities. You see how this works, man? Do you have the mercy living in you? If you do, well, then you'll glorify that, man. Why? What's the fault in it? Where's the false ego in me glorifying that God is living inside me? Is there any false ego in that? Saying I'm just a silly old man and somehow or other I got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya that he's living inside me and teaching me and teaching the world and teaching everything and showing me this and showing me that. I love this. This relationship is par excellence. So much so I'd like to share it with others. That's the work or the play here. River Yamuna Dasi. It's actually short for radical. Oh, rad, yeah. Yeah, this is radical, man. Radical mercy. There's one ecstatic Christian who's talked about radical mercy, radical grace. This is radical grace. This is undeserved grace, just like Lord Chaitanya gave undeserved grace, man. Gave it as a gift with the same thing, undeserved. Nobody deserves this. Charya Dev can try to, and all these gurus can try to work on being worthy by whatever they're doing or not doing. I don't know, what they're doing. Or, if they're sincere or insincere, I don't know, but even if you were sincere, you can do this, you can do all these things, and then you will die without this radical grace being given simply because it's here and pumping through this Sangha. This word, Lord Chaitanya's grace place, is true. I like how this is. Lord Chaitanya's amazing grace place, and then Lalita's Ganga's name right next to it. I like that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I do. No, you don't see it. Yeah. A lot of grace here. Yeah. We'll continue. Oh, look. Yeah. So anyway, the talk of impersonal liberation will not become bitter. The shackles of adherence to Vedic and social Vedic convention will not become loosened. and the tumultuous debate of Vedic scholars on the merits of various useless spiritual paths will continue as long as a devotee who is like a bumblebee drinking the nectar of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet does not appear before the eyes. And there you go. There's the essence of the argument right there. Unless we see a real associate of the Lord, you will not see and associate with them for a while. You will not understand how useless those things are, how unuseful they are. Let's say unuseful. This is useful, man. This is practical. This works, man. This gets the highest desired result universally for everyone. I told this guy yesterday. I said, listen. He said, you think your path is for every? I said, listen, every path you could follow in all the world or the universe is all leading to this path. This is your way out. There's no other way out. It's leading to somebody who's realized God. And you got to go through that door. If you don't, then you stay here. You haven't. That's why Prabhupada's God brothers, many of them they didn't recognize. They see, proof was they didn't recognize Bhakti Siddhanta. It was Prabhupada. If you recognize Prabhupada, that's proof that you recognize Bhakti Siddhanta. It's the same thing now. Proof that you recognize Prabhupada, you recognize what's working here. Same Krishna. If you don't, you didn't make it, man. This is the test. You notice 2 times you get to prove it. We need 2 confirmations because a lot of people bullshit people. Oh, yes, we believe in Prabhupada. We believe in Bhakti Siddhanta. Oh, yes, we're devotee. Yeah, we're acharyas also. Then the real acharya comes, Prabhupada. Oh, they be jealous of him. Tried to take over his movement, all those things. And Prabhupada said, oh, I see. You guys have envy and jealousy still. You're not ready to leave this planet yet. Yeah. See, you're not ready. That's how it works. You see, people in Prabhupada's movement, they get this is the second chance. This is, you don't prove, you got to prove that you really love Prabhupada and know Prabhupada, because if you really do, you'll recognize what's going on here. You'll recognize the same Krishna that was in Prabhupada is here. I know it. That's why I recognized Prabhupada. I was down at the temple in 2 minutes. I knew he was just like Jesus. He knew God. I gave everything. Here you go. That was nothing to me. Oh, I found the real teacher, man. This guy's going to show me God deeper. I knew that. And then I got the bait and switch. The bait was Prabhupada's books, and they switched it on they weren't really representing yet. We're here to help them, actually, if they want help. Otherwise, they'll die, in these useless paths of Vaidhi. It's useless now. When this is available, useless. Because if you die without attraction that we have in this Sangha for Krishna, what a waste of your precious time. Okay, you get it. Anyway, that's what you'll realize when you find the real guru. You realize what these devotees. You should associate. All you persons in ISKCON and Gaudiya Shmi, Gaudiya Math, if you wanted your own welfare, you should associate with these devotees here are the witnesses of how fantastic the mercy is here. That's your opportunity. If you take it, well, it's available. Let's see. Then you can have perspective, man. Now you know the gold standard. You then go out and look and all that stuff. You see how like, wow, man, that's really bitter, man. That is not sweet at all. I thought that was sweet, and that's bitter. Impersonalism, blinded here. You go there and you see how bitter. I mean, I see. I go to there and I see the devotees going around, bang, 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 going in a circle doing kirtan, bang, bang, loud, bang, and they just let no life in them. That's bitter. I mean, God, they don't have to. But if that interests you, okay, well, Krishna is patient sometimes. So anyway, still, even in this preaching, it's encourage people to come, but not everybody can go. It's up to them. It's just not hard. It's hard not to glorify this. It's so fantastic, man. It's great. Okay. I think I'm coming to have to stop soon myself. Yeah, where is renunciation? Where is the tranquil indifference to the temptations of sense pleasure or the torments of hell? I mean, you don't have to be a radical, temptations of sense pleasures. I mean, I take part in pleasures. You don't have to, but it's not, you're not like wildly like addicted, like, oh, you gotta have befittingly. You enjoy the pleasure that will be feeling. If it becomes an obstacle, then devotees will be able to give it up. And where the tranquil indifference in okay, read that. Where are the great waves of humbleness? You see, great waves of humbleness. People don't understand what real humbleness is. Humbleness is transcendental. It's transcendental emotion. It comes from ecstatic communion with God. Not devotees ecstatic. That's why people misunderstand. You can't understand a devotee from a material perspective. You have to hear from them. You have to hear them describe what they're experiencing. Because then you can begin to understand and enter in. These are great ways. See, it's in the book. Only I can relate to it because, I know how that works. I've experienced that. Most people don't. They just speculate. Oh, I just got to go around like a feigned, humble person. This is the way a devotee is. They look like this. You imitate like a monkey. So many monkey imitations of humbleness. And then they see a devotee in ecstatic humbleness and they don't recognize that. And then they'll see when the devotee is like really chivalrous and preaching and blasting Maya. Oh, you see, he's not very humble. Well, it's a different mood. All ecstatic. If I didn't have this, how can we smash Maya sometimes? You know what I mean? You don't have that mood, chivalry, man. Yeah, that's why you see when Lord came from Vrindavan in his loving ecstasy and all, he came to Mathura to smash Maya, and he did. He chivalrous, he became chivalrous. If you don't have that quality, you're not a guru. You can't be a guru. No way. Go out and feign your humility. They see we got all these feigned humility, humble guys. It's all feigned. They don't even know what transcendental humility is, and therefore they have no transcendental chivalry. They can't really help their disciples very well. And I will say, not really at all. I'm here to preach what Lord Chaitanya preached now. Oh yeah, you can't even purify. You sannyasis and gurus, it's time you want to understand your position. You can't purify yourself or anybody else unless you have ecstatic feelings. That's not offensive. It's just true. How dare you criticize? Well, I'm sorry, man. You're worshiping a house of cards. That house is going to collapse at some point. You might as well know now. Well, might as well let it collapse now. You have something to hold on to. You want it to collapse when you don't have a teaching and a word like this. That's what a lot of you guys are going to be confused here. At least you might be confused, but there's something to hold on to here. You can hold on. Here, you can hold on to this word. This word is conclusive. This word is a solid rope to pull you out of illusion and following illusory gurus who are not real yet. Illusory paths they teach of speculation. If any of you gurus out there are not worshiping the Lord in ecstatic devotion, you're not on the real path yet. You cannot purify yourself or anybody else. That's Lord Chaitanya's teaching. Unless you're engaged in pure devotional service, and if you are, you'll have these kinds of symptoms. You cannot purify yourself or anybody else. Can you imagine? That's why if you come here, you hear the highest standard of the real standard. Don't you want real in your life, anybody? Real. This is real. High standard is real. Yeah. Because if you don't have this high standard, you don't have real. Therefore, you're not getting purified. No, you can work your ass off from a mode of passion and try to become a perfect Brahmin, and then you'll die at best a perfect Brahmin. And then, but the teaching of Lord Chaitanya chastises you. It says, oh, you didn't purify yourself or anybody else. You didn't see Lord Chaitanya's grace place. Why didn't you go there, even in the mode of passion, and take advantage of their association and go right back to Godhead and just you pass go? You just pass this wanting to be a Brahmin and to spend your whole life trying to become perfect in all these rules and regulations and these blind adherents and all. Here you got the association devotees like Amy, who was not trying to be a Brahmin, and boom, right into Vrindavan consciousness. Why not take the quick path, man? See, and then you're out of the material universe. That's our work. Bring people out of the material universe, even now. What a great, the more I think about it, the more I'm getting convinced that we have the best thing going on here, man. We take people out of the material universe. Who can say that? Who can actually get people to feel that they've been taken out of the material universe? See, not just say, yeah, I take my disciples out of material universe, but they're not feeling it. They're still, like blind adhering to rules and regulations. They don't feel set free. They don't feel set free in the Lord. So what is that? Many are so proud. Oh, we never take a cup of tea or beer. We're totally intoxicated on hatred and prema bhaktis. Yeah, I had a margarita yesterday. It was great, man. Nice margarita. One margarita. Look at today. I'm in Mexico. Margarita, tequila. It's a drink of the Mexico. I had a margarita. I got a little buzz. Okay? And I look at today. Well, how come Krishna didn't punish me? Once he gets holy, you forget it, man. But look at the Vaitis. Ooh, drink. I had a drink. Oh, no, it's all no, nothing, zero. Not a cup of coffee, not a cup of tea, not this, no. But they don't have this kind of bhakti, do they? Oh, Gohar, he had a margarita. Oh, my God. We're definitely not going to go over there. We're looking at the margarita. We're not looking at the ecstasy he has every day. We don't care about that. We care about the margarita. Oh, you're very intelligent. Well, you're really smart. You care about the margarita and the cup of coffee and not the ecstasy. Come on, man. Wake up. Snap out of it, man. That's why I probably drinking the margarita to show the world that it's not about that. That's a beginning to dry you out if you're a drunk or something. If I had a problem, I'd just say, okay, no more margarita, no more this, no more that. But I can live a normal life now. That's fantastic. I love this. I don't have to be anything special. I just live with specialness. My Lord is my special one. Man, I love this. My Lord is my special. I'm not perfect in anything. I'm a human being, like a little child in this world doing like sometimes I try this and try that and do this and do that. But my Lord is with me, lives with me forever. You want that, anybody out there? Well, anyway, that's our work here. That's the order I got from Prabhupada. I don't know what order you got, you gurus out there. I got the order to do this, to make people really happy like this, happy like I am, to have God with me forever. Never goes. He's always around, man. Getting stronger all the time, man. Yeah. Poison is the word, actually. If the word is poison with speculation. See? But when you have the conclusive understanding of these, then The word is nectar. The word is enlivening. The word busts illusions. So, man, that's why Prabhupada or Jesus said, truth will set you free. Bhagavatam is the truth, man. You know, the real path is the truth. Nityananda broke all the rules. He didn't follow any rules. Bro, he would eat. People invite him. Oh, come to a chicken dinner. He'd go and sit down and have a chicken dinner. So why do we worship him? Why? I shouldn't. See, so you do that to a real devotee who has devotion like Nityananda has because they're in the real line. See, the devotion burns up everything, any indiscrepancies. The Lord doesn't leave Nityananda because he sat down and had a chicken dinner. Or a fish. I mean, it's people say, oh, Nityananda, oh, baloney, man. Even Nityananda or Advaita took the position of a stereotype Brahmin and said, you fish eater. But that was a glory. He has the power to do that. Not that it's, you don't have, you could be, I don't give it doggone nothing. You could be a vegetarian. You could do whatever I don't care. But do you like these topics here? Yeah. Yeah. Amy told me she had a fish, some kind of shrimp or something. Oh, so she had a shrimp. Look at how ecstatic she is. God doesn't seem to care about that, huh? Faithful, ecstatic. But look at these strict sannyasis and all these. They don't know the meat never touches their mouth and everything, and they don't even like what she likes. Yeah, she likes the mercy of the Lord, man. She likes the Krishna. She likes feeling the bliss and the ecstasy. But these persons, see, people don't know how it really works. They're stuck on the preliminary, blind adhering. Well, Prabhupada said just don't know, no tea. Even Prabhupada gave up his wife because she drank tea. He said, if you don't drink, you give up. If you don't give up the tea, I'm going to leave you. And see how strict he was and all that, even though he was doing snuff. Oh, Prabhupada did snuff. Oh my God. Snuff is worse than tea. It's tobacco. And
they're very angry when we speak about this snuff. Oh, where is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can find it. You find it. He had personal, but you see, he didn't put it out so much. See, because they want to hold the line, like hold the illusion. Oh, what about Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Oh, he ate chicken, mutton, and fish. And he's in our line. Oh, isn't that amazing? And Krishna still came to him. That's why, people need to understand this is beyond rules and regulations and all that. The bottom line is, do you have the mercy of the Lord? He had the mercy of the Lord, but he said, actually, I like to eat. See, he's honest. Actually, I like to eat this. I really have a taste for it. I like it. In other words, it was probably good for him. He needed it. We have our body, our habit. It's like Garuda, Krishna. Vishnu or Narayan or whoever, what incarnate is on the back of Garuda. And Garuda eats fish. He's a fish eater. Kills fish to eat. It's his natural food. But Vishnu still's on his back, right? It's beyond this stuff. And people, you could be a Sudra or something. Your natural food might be meat or something. You need some protein. You know how many people that were vegetarians or vegans or all that's how it's backfired on them sometimes because it's maybe not completely for them. They just can't do it. They even get sick. People have to go to doctors. It's not about that to be like just blindly adhere to things and not check it out with your own body. That is not the way God even ultimately wants it. He wants you to be in communion and to understand when you need this and you need to exercise and you need to eat that or not. You can, work together.
It's not what the material body eats, it's what the spiritual body eats.
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, ultimately, and if there's any discrepancy, it's burned up because of devotion, because of being able to relish transcendental relationships with God. Relishing the sweetness, yeah. So, what about Jesus laying hands on the sick? What about it? Yeah, what about it? I mean, so we're preaching. I'm not here. See, if you want that stuff, go to a Christian and get healed. You can even hear in this song, if you want to go to a healer or something, go to a Christian. I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like it. I did it before, but I don't. Something in me says, don't do that.
It's not what
I
Lord
did one.
Caitanya did. This
Yeah,
is not
you want. Yeah. So if anybody wants that, go to a Christian healer, and if they've got some power, maybe they'll do it because they like to do that. I don't know. But you see, what about laying hands? Let's go to the real essence of that. How about people come here and they get love of God? You know how many people get healed, but they don't get love of God? A lot of people they get the hands. Oh, I can hear now. I can hear now. But that's all they can do is hear now. See? But here you come here, and then you'll say, yeah, I can hear now. I hear spiritual vibration. I can chant and hear the holy name and get ecstatic. I can hear these topics of Krishna and get ecstatic. I can really hear. See the difference? This is spiritual work. We do the spiritual healing. I can see the truth of this. I can see how true this is. See? Seeing doesn't mean you have to see. You can see, yeah, this is devotion, and that you perceive, understand, realization. See? That's the kind of lay. We lay you. Come over here. We'll lay our hands all over you, man. Just do it through the word. You don't have to. I don't have to go and grab you, grope you. Some of these gurus are groping their. Oh God, some of the stuff I'm seeing in ISKCON, man, just a lot of. No wonder they're contaminated. They can't like this. They've been contaminated. It's not easy. You got these kind of leaders, a lot of them. Look at it. How many pedophiles have been in it? Have been gurus, liars, cheaters. Just from the get-go, they spoiled everything. I'm telling you, Prabhupada never made them bona fide spiritual masters to deliver people. They lied. That's the foundation of their teaching, is a friggin' lie. How can it be good, really? How? When the foundation of which is Guru Tattva is a lie. That's why I just preach real Guru Tattva. Real Guru Tattva is like Prabhupada. The only difference here is the teaching to the next level. Okay? You got to have a guru like that. Otherwise, you're not understanding these books. These Bhakti Shastra degrees is useless. This piece of paper is good for the wastebasket because they don't know Guru Tattva. They believe in those gurus. That's why some people here get confused when you still also believe in them. All of a sudden you wonder, why am I confused? Because you put them on the same level as this, and they're not. This is real, man. This is the real Lord here coming through. This is real conclusive truth, man. This wipes out Maya. That's why people have ecstatic emotions here, because God, Krishna, Radha are really here. Lord Chaitanya and the real Prabhupada is here. That's why it's so powerful here. That's why the only people who have problems that come here are the ones who still have faith in bogus persons. That's your confusion. That's your weakness. Maya uses that to keep you weak, keep you a little string on. See, you're on her string a little bit. I have no faith in it. Not there ain't one I have faith in. Not one has showed me they got the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's all. I'm looking at the eye like Arjuna, man. I'm not looking at anything else. Now, where's the real I? Where's my Lord? Okay, my Lord is more here in many of these devotees here than I see in thousands of those gurus, thousands of those Acharya Devs. As one devotee like Lalita is worth millions of those. I'm telling you the truth, man. I ain't lying. I'm not even exaggerating. One real devotee in this universe is more important than millions of living entities. And until love of God awakens in your heart, you're an ordinary living entity. Don't think putting on some clothes, or get some paper degree from a mundane university is going to do it. Or being cultured and all that means nothing to my Lord. Only pure devotion is the only thing he sees. And I see that in many of my students here. And I'm amazed myself. Pretty high standard, isn't it? I'm amazed at that. Where else can you go? That's why you spend 30 days after here. You get spoiled with the high standard, man. Even though I know the soul is most important. Actually, what's more important than that is the super soul, the supreme soul, because that's what awakens our soul. That gives us life. If you're awakened to your soul, and you nourish that with the words of God coming through his real devotees, whether it's in the book, and even better through the speaking. And yeah. Okay. Whew. Wow. Did I finish this verse? I think I got to stop soon. Yeah. See, like oh yeah. Where's the path? Where? Yeah. These verses are just so God, amazing. Where is uncommon prowess? See, again, you have to meet the real devotee. You see uncommon. Do you see? I mean, ask yourself the question: do you see uncommonness happening in the devotees here? Do you see that uncommon prowess here in the guru? Do you see it in even the followers that are getting the mercy? You see, there's this uncommon prowess. And then look over at ISKCON. Do you see anybody like with uncommon prowess? Or are they kind of just depending on props? Well, I got the stamp, and and I got a nice dhoti, and I got depending on props. Oh well, I got a lot of followers, because they gave me the stamp, and they gave me a lot of disciples. See, uncommon prowess. So in terms of here is the highest result, the desired result is awakening in many devotees. Love of God, that's uncommon prowess. That's why I say, hey man, any of you gurus got any uncommon prowess out there like that? Any Prem Parojana, have you awakened any bhakti like this? Because if you do, then you have that uncommon prowess. Lord Chaitanya's devotees had the power to do what's going on here and now. Same thing. Exactly. Love of God was awakening in those persons just as it is here. Oh my God, have we got a revival, Lalita? Wow, revive what? The highest thing, the best thing, the only real thing. The uncommon prowess, another sign. Where is the sign? It's like Jesus, he comes preaching to the multitudes. And he said, the kingdom of God is coming to you. And it was literally, he's it. He's the door. See, the door is coming to you, he's saying basically. But he's speaking in parables. And he wanted to see if anybody knew what he was talking about. The kingdom of God is coming to you. And they all look, the multitudes, Lord, where? Lord, we don't see it. Where is it? Where is it? And he goes, give him another parable. Oh, well, when the sun rises in the morning, sailors take warning, stuff like that, How come you cannot see the signs of the kingdom of God coming to you? Because that's all they saw. Oh, well, we know in the morning, if there's a sunrise and we see a bright orange thing, then we got to take warning because it's going to be bad weather. That's all they could see. See? So when the kingdom of God is coming to you, it's a spiritual thing. So when the devotee, what did Jesus? When the devotee is coming to you, okay? The truth is coming to you, the conclusive truth, not a speculation truth. See, the life is coming to you. What is that? Ecstatic devotion. Okay? The path is coming to you. The way is through the devotee, the door. There you go. It's so hard to get to that. Understand. That's why it says until somebody comes before your eyes like that, an associate of Lord Chaitanya comes before your eyes, all these other paths won't appear useless. Some will think, oh, very important. Oh, let me read this book about Mark Twain or something, or you'll praise everything else but this because you don't know this. Okay. All right, man. This bag of wind has a little more wind in it, but the body should stop talking for a bit. So give us a word, River.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Great, brilliant. So everything you say is very clear, very overwhelming. I feel the presence of the Lord inside me right now. It's beautiful. It keeps you so attached and wanting more. It's really enjoyable coming to school every day, to this school every day, of Bhakti, Prema Bhakti every day, and being in this environment and association, and being able to just walk on this path with you guys, with a great spiritual master. I'm very fortunate, and yeah, it's working. Everything you say is working really well. I just wanted to clear up one thing. If we're eating spiritual food to feed the Lord in the heart, that doesn't mean we can eat anything we want and be okay materially.
Well, again, no. Well, just use your common sense, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to eat poison. Why take a chance? That's like Jesus, where the devil says so watch the mind, The devil, the mind, see, the mind says, oh, Jesus, you're the Son of God. Cast yourself off the cliff. See, and Jesus said, no, you're not. One should not tempt the Lord.
I got no challenge, yeah.
Yeah, of course, don't put poison in the body. This is what, who does that? These guys with the snakes. So the guys, they say, because it says literally that they'll be bitten by snakes and they won't die. But actually, that's really a spiritual thing. Bitten by snakes can be snakes in the world, but also the snakes, the two-legged ones, are the ones you really got to watch out for. Your bhakti can be killed. It can be, can't be killed, but can be covered by that poison of the snakes. The snakes are the envious and jealous people. But when you become strong in devotion, they're spitting poison all the time. Oh, I hate you. It doesn't, it's like, you're not die. You don't die. You don't even, it doesn't even bother you. Counteract it. Yeah. So anyway, in Christians, they have these guys, they take it literally and they play with snakes. And a lot of times the snakes don't bite them, Sometimes they do, and they have died. They're not, So we don't need to do that. We don't need to prove. That's like, those people with the rock in Vrindavan. oh Lord, look how sincere I am. And there's rain. I was watching a guy in the rain, in the tattered clothes, and they go for 21 days around Govardhan Hill. They got all these bag rocks, and they put it in front of them, and they pay their obeisances, and then they get up, and it's raining, and they're thinking, oh Lord, you see how sincere I am. Even Narayan Maharaj, he says, I don't, where's that in the Vedas? Because that's not, they have to do that kind of stuff now. Yeah. Yeah, it's just,
crawling over the ground, and
yeah,
they
crawling
go
on.
forwards,
Yeah.
and then they go back.
And they go back. Oh man, it's like, because show the tougher it is, the more pain they feel,
Yeah.
the more miserable, the more sick they get, the more it's an offering to the Lord. Like the Lord. And I'm sitting there watching this. And if they actually knew, all you'd have to do is come and hang out, but they speak another language, so it wouldn't work. But if they knew, just come to the devotee who has the mercy. I never felt that. Even the guru, one guru now in Narayan Maharaj thing, I went to stay in his Shiksha Guru's ashram. I went to the Mangal Artik there the next day. It was the most boring thing. I couldn't believe it. I said, boy, she's supposed to be the highest devotee in the group. And it was the most boring, regulative Mangal Artik, completely dry. And I thought, whoa, she's supposed to be the highest devotee. Why is it so dry? See, that's because they don't know. It's people they can't know. And so that guru, who's a guru now, he came to me that day because she was really hard to make him do hard things, and really just really tough. She says, it's so hard to serve Krishna. So hard. So much austerity. See, like the guy with the rocks, same thing. And I was because I had Prabhupada at Krishna. I'm just juiced up all the time on God. And I'm thinking, why is it? I didn't, at that time, I was trying to understand, why is he's supposed to be so advanced and all that? Why is it so hard to serve Krishna? It was so easy for me. I feel Krishna was always pleased with me. I'm pleased to be with Krishna. He's pleased, it's like, so that was part of my learning to realize how rare this grace is, because it wasn't in the Narayan Maharaj group. This kind of grace is not there. Even with, like Prem Parojana, I just made to make distinctions. So like Prem Parojana, he's very nice devotee, very sincere, the guy. I mean, if you want sincerity, I would say it's in him. Real sincere devotee and everything, but he doesn't have this. Isn't that amazing? You can go, if you can listen. I mean, even Karuna, I think, listen. You can go, classes speaks really nice about all the ins and outs of all the rasas and all. The guy will dazzle you. But he don't have this. He doesn't have this feeling. Can't transmit it because that is not quite it. See, Narayan Maharaj thought he had it, and that he's really one of the, I would say, the best real person who really got. But he actually had this kind of quality even before he met Narayan Maharaj. He brought it in from another life. Yeah. See, he brought it in from another life, and so just continue. But that's as far as he can go. What we're doing here is good for everybody. It's good for him. It's good for all the Narayan Maharaj devotees. If they can wrap their head around this before they pass from the body, they'll get what they are desiring. I mean, if they really want this, it's just not clear because it is so high. It is so rare. That is our purpose of our sadhu sangha every day in worship like we do. So it becomes so clear to us and the world that people can take advantage of this mercy in the Narayan Maharaj Sangha, in the ISKCON Sangha, in the Gaudima, in the world. And, obviously I'm a little bit raw. I know there needs to be some polishing in my, my delivery. But you see, it's just more polishing. It's just more and more. It's just by our just being examples of worshiping in prema, and just keep tasting the prema. The Lord does He whittles out our flutes, just makes it more and more hollow. So he did it in his own example. If you look at Lord Chaitanya's, even his evolvement of his preaching, to the point where he was just in a whole another kind of level of preaching. And if we may get there too. Some of my students are getting there already. Very attractive, and I'm just kind of a coarse guy. Did Krishna instruct you? Oh, by the way, River can't see them because she's on YouTube or somewhere else. Is it? Yeah, YouTube. Did Krishna instruct you not to offer the laying of the hands anymore? Please explain. Well, when I was into Jesus, like really and completely into Jesus, and Christians that are you get what do you call influenced. I was influenced.
Seduced.
Yeah. Well, just influence. And so I just did that. I just went out and I just felt like this is what I want to do. I want to just go out and heal people, because it was kind of like, wow, they're healed. It's amazing, It was like a bit of a ras, Again, I had it on video. You can see on video some of the things. People, their toothaches were going. One guy had operations and all this stuff, and it just went like this. One guy couldn't even believe it. He said this guy had perpetual back pain, like terrible disc problem and everything. And I just and it was gone. And he said, "What'd you do? What do you have on your hands? This is up and down." He said, "How can this be?" Even did a healing with Sachi, still can't believe it herself. Right on the street, two people. One guy had so many bones in his body they were broken that the doctors couldn't set him. In his body have been broken in different places, and boom, all of a sudden, what's going on? Why is it? And a lady, his wife had a broken leg in a cast. And did the healing on both of them. And the broken legs, she just started hopping around with the thing, got rid of the crutch right there. Sachi still can't believe it. And she was there, just like my ex-wife was there when Krishna came to my second disciple, and she didn't believe it or remember it. Can't even, it's just unbelievable.
Speaking about selective memory.
Selective memories, yeah, because their whole world will be dismantled. Sachi might get real faith or something. I mean, real faith, where she'll be completely, every day you look at her, she'll be, I'm still working on her. We're going to get her real Suki, man. She's going to be our miracle. Look at her, prayed all the time and just exuberant and going down to the Vitis and saying, "Hey, Gaur Haridas is my Gurudev," like that, something like that. If you don't like it, how are you directed?
She asked, why did Krishna give you stop?
How am I directed? Okay, how were you directed? I just don't feel inspired to do it. It sounds, and especially like when people here ask me to do that, it doesn't. I just don't feel to do that. I just do what I feel intuitively. I just let Krishna do it. Anything that the Lord wants to do spontaneously, I just accept. I accept, like maybe River, he wants to keep River on the machine. I don't know. I don't want to interfere. I don't like interfering with God's work. To me, that would be, maybe she'll get better. It'll help her, whatever she do. Maybe it'll help her preaching. Why should I want to interfere, even though she may want it or somebody else may want it? Why should, I mean, you can ask for it. It's up to you. I mean, you can ask Guru, ask God. and pray to them for that. It's just like the Lord was kind of in that mood too. They came to him, oh, you got to save your day. He wouldn't. He said, hey man, pray to the Lord to do it. So they prayed to him, which he was like guru, also, and they prayed to Lord Jagannath, and so he would, so it's up to you guys in your mind. I don't want to get involved. I just want to worship the Lord. I don't ask him to, oh, Lord, give me this, give me that. Why should I do it? I don't do it for myself. Why should I do it with you? Lord, make me poor, make me rich, heal me, give me sick, whatever you want, man, I know is your grace. So I just treat you guys the same way. If you want a healing, you can pray, to Guru and to Lord Jagannath and all that. I just want to, I'm just, that's kind of how I feel. Just curious. Okay, well, that's kind of, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. I just follow my inspiration now, and follow my heart. Maybe we'll get into it again. I don't know. I'm open, if the Lord gives me the direction to do that inside, I think, see, the Lord did that through Jesus and through the Christians to get people to come, It helps develop their faith. Did you want to say? Go for it.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, but by your association, when you were for a few days in Belgium with me, my thyroid was cured. I took medicines for my thyroid. I told that, and suddenly my heart started knocking like anything. And I went to the doctor, and he checked my blood, and he said, "You take too much medicine." I didn't need it anymore, so I stopped the medicine. The heart stopped knocking.
Wow!
Stopped beating. You cured my thyroid.
Wow! I see. I didn't even try. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I told you that.
Well,
You forgot.
Well, you see, the thing is, like Jesus said, by your faith you are healed. So if you have faith in Guru and you come to Guru and Krishna, you say, "Yeah, the Guru is," and or it just happens spontaneously. A lot of things happen spontaneously with Lord Chaitanya. He just embraced the tree, and they went back to Godhead. You guys come here and you hear, and the greatest miracle is what Lord Chaitanya came here to do. You're getting love of Godhead. That is the greatest miracle. Your soul has been awakened in your eternal life. You've got eternal life, man. You feel it here. You prove to the world, this is eternal life. Every day, every day it's here. The Lord comes and visits us every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. The transcendental Lord, the Lord of the spiritual world. Can you imagine? To get to God where he really is, you have to go through air, fire, water, earth. These are all coverings to the soul and the supreme soul. That's not a wonder why people are not recognized as super soul inside them, because you got to get through all the coverings: air, fire, water, earth, ether, mind, intelligent, false, ego, layer upon layer upon layer, to get to what we bring here every friggin' day. Because the Lord says, oh, I like these flutes here. They like me. I like them. I give my mercy to them. He gives the mercy where he gives it. He's here. You don't come here, you ain't gonna get it. I haven't seen it anywhere. Nor we keep saying, come show us where you got such mercy. Nobody comes over. Yeah, trust the process, like the devotee says. RYD of CHD. Who is that? RYD.
Yamuna, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. She has
River
different.
Yamuna Devi Dasi.
Oh, I see. She came back. Oh, is that River? Okay, yeah. All right. All right, why don't we take a little break? It's been an intense morning here, huh? Whew. Boy, it was great chanting today. Wow, I just don't mind. How does this? What the Lord shows, in this chanting is just amazing. Best class ever again. She's like Janaki. Amazing like always. Oh, Shama Sundari was here. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, great. All right. Well, hey, man, we did our show, man. It's like, it's kind of like, like we're actors on a stage. We come to do the show, like a musical, come out and Broadway show. It is. Okay, everybody take a bow. It was fun, huh? I'll see you guys later, man. I'm going to go play with the crypto a little bit. Play Monopoly. Freddie's backstage. All right.